Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We're doing some finally cool stuff to make the car look cooler. I've never owned a body kit before, so this is going to be pretty sweet. Now, there's not a whole lot of options for styling when it comes to these E36s, really, in the body kit choices, because it's such a square car. All the body kits, for the most part, look the same. In this case, the reason I went with the Cliq tuning kit that we're about to show you is the price point is pretty good compared to some of the other body kits. The quality of the fiberglass, I've seen a few other guys run it. There's a couple guys locally that run it, and it's actually, you know, halfway decent. They like to smack stuff, and it's held up pretty well. But the other reason is because, as you're about to see here in a sec, everything is split in half. Now, they do have a solid option, which is a lot more in shipping, but part of the benefits of having the two-piece design is the way they mold it. It's not just like you have to take it to a fiberglass guy and have him attach it. They design it so you can just rivet it, and then if you want to fiberglass it, you're fine. But, you know, it's going to be strong enough with the rivets. But they split it in half so nicely, like this. You can see it's like that, so it slips over. And by doing that, it's nice because they actually sell this thing in just the pieces. So, say for example, a lot of the tracks out here in Arizona, like, you know, are left-hand friendly for if you want to touch walls, because they run clockwise a lot and it's a lot of right-hand turns. So if I want to, like, if I just start smacking up the rear lip or whatever, or the front bumper, I can buy just the halves instead of having to buy a whole new piece. I can just buy the section. So this is the Cliq tuning Arrow kit is what they call it. So I opted for the version with the whole front bumper instead of the front lip. And part of the reason for that is my front bumper is just an eBay M3 style, and it's already broken. Like, I haven't even removed it since I installed it. But just, you know, E36 things, the way it's mounted, I ended up breaking it. So I just opted for the full front bumper because it looks pretty sweet to me. We have the side skirts and we have the rear lip. Now, for now, at least at the time of this video, I'm not going to be running a rear lip setup because I currently don't have the bumper, because the bumper I had on my car was a Zender, which is pretty beat up now from the last shift event. But the lip only fits on the non-M rear bumper, and funds are a little tight at the moment, so I'm not actively searching for a rear bumper because I just built my bash bar, so that way I can just at least have some protection and have it look a little bit cooler for now. So in this video, we're just going to be doing the front bumper mounting and the side skirts mounting. But right now, what we got to do is we got to attach this. So I already have some rivets right here, so we're just going to be doing some 1/8 inch rivets, and then I went and got some washers just to be on the safe side, so I can use the washers on the back side of the rivets to hopefully prevent any pull through when we pull the rivets through. So let's go ahead. I got the side skirts taped up already. The bumper I'm gonna have to have a second set of hands for because it's kind of, you know, awkward. My floor is not really flat. But the front or the side skirts, we can rivet those up really quick. Finally got these things put together. Now we're in the next day. I got the car here, so we're gonna pull that in and we're gonna start mocking this thing up. mentioned that the bumper, we're gonna mount it with quick latches, so that's what these are. I found these are just Amazon ones. I've heard really mixed things on the name brand compared to these. Like, I'm sure the spring mechanism is probably a little bit more refined on the name brand, but when you get 8 for 20 as compared to 2 for 20, and you need like 4 of them for the front bumper, is one of the other YouTuber dudes that I saw put this kit on. So I'm gonna try these out. Worst case, they suck, we buy name brand ones. But the convenient thing about this front crash support, now I built myself a tubular one in the rear because I wanted a jack point, and I messed mine up. But the front one actually has, like, the factory bolt holes are somewhere in the middle here. But next to those bolt holes, there's actually 2 more holes that are perfect size for these hood release pins, or these quick disconnects, whatever. And then we're just gonna mount 2 over here. This eBay bumper, I haven't even taken this thing off since I bought it after I put it on, and it broke. The little flapper that's supposed to slip on to that guy, it just broke on both sides, so it's only being held up with the front 4 bolts anyway. But let's have some fun. Let's put this freaking kit on, and then I think I have decided on wrap. Still like, but like leaning heavy on the wrap side. So we'll get this put on, and then we'll wrap it later because I got to make all the mounting holes anyway. Because the side skirts, I want to be able to take them off and on easy, so I got to use Rivnuts. Because my lift, so. Alright, that's looking pretty sick. Fitment is pretty darn good. The bit of a sag on this side, that's just my bumper support. It's a little beat up, so this side tucks up a bit nicer, as you can see. I'm not stressing it though. That's, you know, it's a drift car, it's not a show car. So this already looks 10 times better than that did. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start marking stuff out. Put the 2 center ones in, and then I don't know, once I have this off, I'll see. I might make brackets, otherwise I might just put the quick latches in the plastic pieces that normally slip in over here, but we'll see. The guy in the video I saw, he put the latches in that thing, but being as I am a fabricator, maybe I'll just make something if there's something easily accessible over there. That way it's a little bit more rigid. But yeah, thankfully, because the size I got, forget what size these are, but I don't even have to drill the course or the bumper support out. It just fits. So take that, take a washer. I lied. Put the nut on first. And take a washer. Put it through. And then a washer. And then nut. Okay, so I tried drilling out the side pieces right here, the factory mounts, and I tried slipping the pins in through that. But unfortunately, I think the ones I got are a little bit smaller in size than the ones that I saw the gentleman on the video on the install using. So this doesn't reach. I need probably a good 3/4 inch more on, well, yeah, probably a good 1/2 inch just to be able to touch the bumper, and I don't have that much space, let alone having the extra distance. Now, if I did, I was thinking about cutting this stuff out that's in the middle there and running the nut through that, but even then, I don't feel like that's gonna give me enough space. So I'm gonna just go ahead and make some new brackets. I'm just gonna be copying this style onto some 1/8 inch sheet metal. So essentially just kind of do that and fold it over and trace it, and then just cut it, bend it, drill it, and then that should bolt up. I'm going to reuse the stock hardware since there's already the clips on the body of it. So let's make that work.
Alright, bumper's on. It looks freaking sick. I love it. I can't wait to wrap it or whatever I end up doing. Those push pins, they work pretty good so far. It is kind of a bit of a pain to get them all figured out adjustment wise. The front ones I think I got pretty good. The side ones I'm pretty happy with them. I may go through and fine tune them just a little bit, but they work nonetheless. Just some of them are easier to press than others, so I think that's when there's too much poke out. So I'll just adjust those. As for the side skirts, like I mentioned, I'm going to pull these stock ones off, or whatever these ones are that were already on the car. We did go ahead and mock up the one side over here, and it looks freaking cool. I mean, looking pretty good. So I haven't fully figured out how I want to mount them. I'm thinking Rivnuts, honestly, because I'd like to be able to easily remove them. And then probably a couple self-tappers in the door, because I don't really care about that too much. And then probably another Rivnut in the back over there. I got my stock side skirt off. That was just a bunch of clips under the bottom. And I think there's supposed to be all these clips running down the side, but pretty much all of mine were broken. So mine just kind of fell off once I pulled like all the little clip pin things out from the bottom. So we'll run with that. Let's mock it up. So that actually fits pretty stinking nice. I did the top rivets on the top of the seam to piece the side skirt together. So I think I might have to go and actually drill those out and just maybe put a self-tapper in one of their places, because it's just scraping the door a little bit. But otherwise everything else honestly fits up. I just realized, unfortunately, I'm out of Rivnuts. So for the video's sake, to just get these things on because I'm excited, I'm going to just self-tap them for now. And then we're going to come back and put Rivnuts in once I get some, because I'm going to order some on Amazon. Always something, right? But whatever. Self-taps it is. So I got the car up on the lift, and I was adding a couple self-tappers underneath the car. My floors are really unlevel.
So yeah, we got some gap up here because it's like previous owners have jacked the floorboards up instead of the actual jack points. So I got one where it was closer up there, and then one back here, and then same on this side, one right there, and one up next to the lip. This side's a little bit closer, but I don't want to risk damaging the side skirt. So, you know, it is what it is. Thankfully, as long as you use the pucks or some wood or something, you know, it'll clear the side skirts just fine. Now, unfortunately, like I said, I did have one Rivnut, so I put a bolt there. I'm gonna order some right now, and when they show up, you know, I'll just add another there. But otherwise, we're looking good. I mean, that's basically it, other than the rear bumper. But I can't do the rear bumper yet because this kit was designed to work with the non-M rear bumper, and like I mentioned before, I had a Zender rear bumper, and I don't have the extra money right now to just try and source a non-M. I'm sure they're everywhere, but funds are a little tight at the moment making this video, so I'm not too worried about it. That's why I built the bash bar. At least give the rear end a little bit of pizzazz and, you know, some protection since we messed up the other bumper and bumper bar. But yeah, no, that's basically it. The skirts fit great. The only gripe, and it's probably just, you know, my fenders or maybe fiberglass, kids doing fiberglass things. It doesn't fit super flush right here, but it flushens up a bit up here, whereas on the driver's side it fits perfectly flush all the way around. But overall, the kit fits great, it looks great, and I'm excited. My first body kit ever. And yeah, next up is some color. I think I'm leaning more towards the wrap side. I'm thinking Rubelite purple from Vinyl Frog. So if you guys have experience with their materials, let me know. I've only wrapped a few smaller things, never a full car before, so it'll be interesting. But anyways, guys, thanks for spending some time out of your day here with me. It wasn't a very crazy video, but we got the body kit installed. I'm very happy with that, and made some brackets, got it. Some, you know, the car's looking cooler. But anyways, if you want to help support the channel further, I do have merch in the Big Cartel, or I'm sorry, on the website, velocityracefab.com. And then I do have a Patreon if you want to join, and if you're local and you want some fab work or anything like that done, hit me up on Instagram at velocityracefab. So do what you love, forget about the rest, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.